2 crooked thumbs up.
Hey, how's everybody doing? I just wanted to make a quick video about how I customized my garage shelves here. I got a lot of questions on social media, so I couldn't keep up. And I was actually at work last night when a lot of the questions were coming through. So I just wanted to throw up some information for you. I didn't film myself do it. I will next time, but I filmed some stuff to kind of give you a walkthrough, an idea of how it can be done, and the products that I use. And I'll leave links to all the products at the end of the video. Thanks. So these are pretty much all of the supplies I used to build the custom shelving. I know it looks like a lot, but it's really not. Just regular painter's tape. This is the 2-inch vinyl and 1-inch vinyl. The 1-inch vinyl was used to cover up the holes so that you wouldn't see the holes from outside the display. The 1-inch vinyl is used on the edges of the acrylic sheets. And so you also have, the Velcro stripping, which is what holds the vinyl, the acrylic onto the display. So make sure that when you get the Velcro stripping, you get the 1-inch, so that when you put the trim around, the 1-inch is covered, so you don't even see the Velcro. So the 1-inch is covered by the outside trim, so unless you tell somebody, they won't even know there's Velcro there. This is Mod Podge, which is used to glue the fabric to the wood. Clamps to hold down the acrylic when you cut it. Acrylic knife. This is the box for the double Velcro tape. Good old-fashioned Gorilla Glue. Sharpie. This is 120 grit sandpaper. You don't want to go over that. This I used on the shelves to sand the shelves down before painting them or sealing them and then painting them, because they have a little sheen, a little shine on them. So you want to take that smoothness off of the shelving to make sure that the paint sits on the back, and then on the top you want to make sure that it's sanded down. So the sealant, which is this Minwax sanding sealer, which is what I used on the shelves, you want to make sure that that can get in good. You also want to sand the sides to make sure that when you put the leather or whatever fabric you choose on, that it still sticks to the sides and the paint sticks as well. You don't want any wood parts showing. I know it seems like a lot, but nothing here costs more than, I think the sanding sealer is $15. Everything else here is 10 bucks. So I'm going to show you real quick how I cut the acrylic, because it was my first time doing it, and then I'll show how I got the fabric on the wood. Okay, so I'm just gonna cut a random line here just to kind of give you an idea. Also, put some gloves on, some kind of gloves. I had to learn the hard way, cutting this acrylic and pulling shards of acrylic out of my fingers with a needle and tweezers. So don't rush, take some time and put your gloves on. So I'm just gonna make a random line here. So the acrylic comes with plastic sheeting on top of it so you don't scuff it. So just make a random line, and from there you just are gonna take your acrylic knife, line your ruler, leveler, whatever you have up, And you're just gonna start digging into it. The table's not even. It's not gonna be perfect. I'm just trying to show you guys. So you're just gonna dig into it. It's a loud, horrible noise. And what I do is to make sure both of the edges are clean, I come over and do it from the other side. So at this point, you already have a groove cut in. So you just find that groove. You really don't even need the ruler anymore. And you want to make sure you cut it all the way to the end. From there, flip it over. I forgot if you don't want it to move, that's what these clamps are for, or any kind of clamps that you might have. Just clamp it down so it's not moving around on you. And then from there, you just cut on that same line. You do the exact same thing you did. I'm already going off the line, but just to give you an idea. And then I'll come back same way I did before. Oh, sorry, microphone wire. And I'll find that groove. There it is right there. Line it up. Now, from there, you get your stuff out of the way, and that should be enough. I like to wipe all these shards out of the way so it doesn't get on your floor or wherever you are. And you kind of clean up later, just get it off of the sheet. Now from there, what you want to do is you're gonna have to pop it. Now you should pop it from the heavier end. So you want to find an edge, clamp it above that edge. My damn clamp just broke. And there, that one popped right off. And that's it. And there you have that. So, since I have this here, what I'll show you is when you're doing the Velcro, you're gonna have to commit once you put that Velcro down. So don't take this cover all the way off until you're completely done with what you're doing with it. Take that edge off on this side, and this stuff is sticky. So you want to put that right on that edge. And it's stuck to my glove. And that ain't going anywhere. You cannot get that off. It's gonna be a mess if you even try. So wherever you stick it, you need to be sure. You want to take this. You don't have to do the whole edge. This Velcro is pretty strong. What you want to do is your corners. So say this is the big sheet that's fitting in front. You want to make sure that the corners of your top have Velcro. The middle has Velcro. I don't have any Velcro across the bottom because it's so strong that these 4 areas will hold it. And you don't have to do the entire length. I just did the middle and the upper corners, and then the middle down here. And then the other side, you do in the same place, you mark on the same place. So you'd put your acrylic sheet up against your shelving, and wherever you have this, you're just gonna mark your shelving. You can do it with a Sharpie because it's gonna all be covered anyway. You just wanna mark your shelving at the top, mark your shelving at the bottom, and that's exactly where you wanna put your Velcro. And once that's on there, you're good. With the wood or the shelving, this is real wood, but just to give you an idea. This is painted, so of course the shelves are not gonna be painted, but you're gonna sand down the entire thing, top, bottom, blah, blah, blah. You're gonna paint the bottom so it doesn't look like wood. You wanna paint it black or whatever the inside of your shelving is gonna be. Then you're done with that part. Then with this, you wanna take the Mod Podge and any kind of brush and spread it around evenly all over the entire thing. And you want to take your fabric. This is faux leather, fake leather. It's just regular fabric on the bottom. Once you put the Mod Podge down all over everything, you just want to lay your fabric down, smooth out any bubbles. You got 2 options here. You can either put something heavy and flat on top until it dries, or you can flip it over and leave it like that. I prefer to put something on top so that I can smooth the wrinkles out by hand. You can also take, before you even do that, your painter's tape. Can't do it with this glove on. You can take your painter's tape to kind of hold that thing down on the back. So this would be the back of the shelf or the bottom of the shelf. You take your painter's tape to hold that down, and then that way you can tighten that down on top of the Mod Podge so it glues evenly. You tighten that down, that's not going anywhere. It's nice and smooth. Take another piece of painter's tape. And there you go. And you just let that dry. Once it's done drying, you take your painter's tape off. So of course the sides, you wanted the sides and the top would be glued already. So then you have this, you'll have this extra edge. And what I did was took Gorilla Glue, because this is going to be flat against here. I just took the Gorilla Glue, put it on like that, laid it down on the bottom, and put that tape back on. Of course, you want to put the tape on all the way along the lining. And you wait a few hours, you take that tape off, it's completely stuck. Okay, so as far as the shelving itself, you can see this is the top. So you want to make sure that the fabric goes all the way over the sides. Now under them, and I'll have links to all of this stuff. You can see why you painted it. You don't want that to be wood if you're down here looking. And then here's my reinforcement steel. And that is a quarter, let's see, a 1/4 inch by 36. So the shelvings are 18 deep. So this is 1 bar cut in half, and it fits perfectly on the lip. And it still allows the shelf to sit down flush because it's solid, but it's flat. The lighting, I have 2 different kinds of lighting here. are wired puck lights. I didn't want to go with batteries because I didn't want to keep having to dig them out. So I just stuck those on. They come with the little 3M tape tabs on the back. What I also did, so I wouldn't have issue with the 3M tape running out of sticky, is the 3M that I put on the back of here, I put a little dab of Gorilla Glue on it so it would stay on there. They're wired. You can't see the wire because I put that 1.5 inch tape over it as I ran it to the back. And then I ran that wire, here it is right here, out the back, and it's behind there. And they link up to one box. Let me get down here, I'm old. They link up to one box in the back, and they have a dimming effect. If I can reach this thing while I'm down here. Oh, I just cut them off with. There you go. So you can dim them. Here's the back end, which is just that plywood with the leather, same leather that I used for the shelving. I did it the same way that I did the shelves. Just sand it and glue it. I have the front glass off here, over here, doing something I probably shouldn't do, leaning it on my detofs, but you can look here and see that the soft end is here on the Velcro. I don't know if you can see that because it's so dark you can't see it now. Let's see if I can get this. The Velcro stripping starts right here. There it is. So you can see that there's still a 1/2 inch of the outside tape trim, so you can't even see the Velcro. So this is the inside. And when I flip it over, no Velcro, just black trim. And this is just that black 1.5 inch vinyl tape. That's pretty much it. I got a lot of questions about the holes in the back. All I did was just tape them with the 1 inch vinyl tape. And it made a big difference because I couldn't stand those holes. And I did that inside both sides of the corners. I also did it inside this one, which technically you didn't have to do, but I didn't want to be looking at it from over here and be able to see those holes. So I just covered them all. That's about it. Seems hard, but it's not. And this was my first time, so I'm sure my second one will be better. All right, so I hope that helped out. I hope that was enough information to get you guys started. If you want to try the project out, I got to give props to Boglearts YouTube channel. That's who I got the idea from. I'll leave a link to his channel as well if you want to see. He has a little more of an in-depth description and shows you how to do it his way. I just took some of his ideas and tweaked it up a little bit, but I hope it helped. Next time I will be sure to film it. Oh, and I guess I'll make a video next time on how I turned 4 Walmart frames into a CGC slab shadow box. So we'll do that one next time. Hope you enjoyed it, man. If you liked it, hit like and subscribe. I'm new to this. Just started collecting probably a little over 1.5 years ago. So every little bit helps, man. And if you got some advice, I'd love to take that as well. Thanks for stopping by. Peace.